Hi, welcome to Kids and Family Yoga. This is Maggie and I'm Jody. We are going to lead you through about a half an hour of the yoga class. Along the way, a few poses you're going to see are child's pose, and I'm going to show you a few of these, how you can do them with a partner or by yourself. Child's pose is one of them. If you do it with a partner, it's called huddle pose, so we'll see that today. If you don't have a partner, that's okay today. You can do them all on your own. We're going to do owl, and if you do it with a partner, we call it double owl. We're also going to do boat or double boat, warrior one or warrior friends with someone else, and we will do a couple balance poses, which is fun to have somebody to lean against, like tree, and also dancer is one that you can do by yourself or with a partner. So those are a few that you'll see along the way. Here we go. Join us on the floor. If you have a mat, that's great. If not, it doesn't matter. Take your shoes off. Sit in easy pose. But I want you to sit up really tall. Hands are on your knees. So sometimes when we're comfortable, we're kind of slouched over. I want you to find a really long spine and grow up as tall as you can. Looks good. All right, we're going to start with some breathing exercises. We always want to breathe through our nose during yoga class and have kind of a longer, slower, controlled breath. So we'll start with that. Hands alongside your body. We're going to take your right hand and we're going to lift to the ceiling. We're going to lean, reach up again, and then down. We'll add our breath the second time around. I just want you to see what we're doing. So the left arm reaches to the ceiling. We lean, we reach up again, and then the arm comes down slowly. So right hand again. This time inhale through your nose, really long and slow as you reach to the ceiling. You exhale and lean. Keep that arm up. Inhale and reach to the ceiling. Exhale the air out your nose, long and slow. So other arm, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Long and slow. We're following the movement, making our breath match the movement. We're exhaling right now, and then we inhale and get tall again, and we exhale down, long and slow. I want you to actually keep track of your breath, and try to make this like slow motion. Don't hold your breath, so we're not holding the position, because that means you're holding your breath. Hold it as long as you can inhale or exhale. Are you still exhaling? Wow. Keep that arm up high. We want to try to keep that long spine as we do these side bends. Finish the one you're on. All right. And that helps to calm us down and clear our minds a bit and get us ready for our yoga practice. We're going to do child's pose. And if you have a partner, and you choose, you can face each other and do huddle pose. Now, we're going to both do child's pose first. Just kind of a relaxing pose. You can put your forehead to the mat. If you have a partner and you're facing them, go a little bit closer so that you can put your arms on each other's shoulders, and then see how it's very similar to child's pose? And we're supporting each other up on our shoulders. All right, good. We're going to do our floor version of sun salutations, so it's kind of part of the sun salutations. So we're down here, we're going to face the same direction, so I'll turn to be here with Maggie. So we start in child's pose with our arms outstretched. Here, I'll go in front of you so they can see you too, maybe. And then we come forward. And you might need to adjust your knees back just a little bit so that you're on plank on your knees. See how my bottom's not up in the air anymore? I dropped it down. Now you crocodile down from here. And then you use your arm strength to push yourself back to child's pose. So it's just those. And we repeat them in the same order. So from child's pose, we go to plank on our knees. We crocodile down, and then we push ourselves back to child's pose. This is a good warm-up exercise for our upper body, especially our arms are getting some work here. And it's also stretching out our back, continuing to push back into child's pose. So everything's nice and slow. There's no rush. It's not a competition to do the most. In this class, you just move at your own pace and move with control. So keep that in mind. So one more time through. All right, so from here, we're going to go to down dog. So curl your toes under, and now we lift our hips up in the air. Forward, you scoot back a little bit, Maggie, so they can see you. The whole body back. We're in down dog, so we're pushing our chest towards our knees. And from here, we're going to step our feet towards our hands. Remember, flat back when you swan dive up and down. Okay, so we're going to practice that right now. We practiced this in our last class if you did it. When we properly swan dive during the sun salutation, we keep a flat back. Notice that I'm not like this. I'm not rolling up and down through my spine. I'm keeping a flat back with my abs nice and tight. Okay? So that's part of our sun salutation. So keep that in mind as you're going up and down. Keep a nice long spine. Okay, so here we go. We're adding on to our sun salutations. Sweeping up. Flat back as we swan dive down. Now you can give into forward fold and go ahead and hang. But then we prop up to monkey and flatten that back again. We fold and go back to down dog. Or no, actually plank. Go ahead, plank. And crocodile down. And we add in our up dog. And we go back to down dog now. Then we step or hop through. Swan dive, flat back. Sweep up. Let's end in chair. Good. Here we go again. Sweep up. Swan dive down. Monkey. Fold. Plank. Crocodile. You know this. You guys are good. Up dog. And down dog. It's giving our whole body a good warm up. Step or hop through. Swan dive up. End in chair. Sweep up and down. Monkey. Fold. Come back to plank. Crocodile. Up dog. Down dog. Step or hop through. Swan dive up. And check. One more time. Here we go. Up. Down. Monkey. Fold. Plank. Crocodile. Up dog. Down dog. Step her up through. Up. And chair. Hang out with us in chair for a minute here. So I want you to be able to wiggle your toes. So watch your position. All your weight's kind of in your heels. And that's hard to do. You're leaning your body weight back, it makes you want to kind of fall back. So kind of sit down into it and find that balance so that you're not falling. Keep your head up in this position. So you feel your legs here, your upper legs, they're engaged, they're nice, they're hard, they're working. They're contracted. All right. Release into mountain pose. Stand in mountain pose with us. Right here. Breath. So we want to open up the chest by pulling the shoulders back a little bit. Take a deep breath in through your nose and long out through your nose. All right, we're going to stretch out our chest by holding our hands behind our back, however you want to grab a hold of them. And then pull your shoulders back a little further. Actually, I'm going to face side because I'm going to go in a chair. And then fold forward and lift my hands. Okay, so come with me, Maggie. Maybe face side with me. Okay, right there where you're at, holding your hands behind your back. Chair. Then fold forward, keeping your knees bent, and lift those hands up towards the ceiling. And you're looking down at your feet. giving us a great stretch through our chest. You feel it in your back as well. Lower your hands and come on up. Good. Okay, to do the opposite, stack your hands in front. Let's leave this, go this way again. And now we stretch out our back muscles. Really pull your shoulders forward. I can see you too. Pull your shoulders forward, feel your back, open up and stretch. Okay, standing up tall now, we're gonna scissor. A little exercise, crisscrossing my arms, but they're real straight, they're real tight. Not loose like Maggie's doing. Real tight, real straight. Do this for a moment, you're gonna feel it right here. So we're finding different muscles, and that's part of what yoga is learning to control your muscles and your body. So you have to recognize where those muscles are and how to work them. So this little scissor cut we're doing, if you do it for a while, you're going to feel your chest muscles, which are right here. And if we do it behind our backs, like this, crisscross, crisscross, straight arms, you're going to find those upper back muscles.
It's just my arms.
You're going to feel them. If you're real tight, real tight scissor, crisscross, 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 cross, 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 cross. It's a little movement. Keep going, Maggie. Keep going. Hand your back. Oh, and then you release and you feel like your shoulders and your chest and upper back got to work out. And we're going to roll them and release any tension there. Okay. Make sure you step your feet a little bit wider. And elephant swing time. Turn your shoulders. Oh, that should feel good. Twisting through our spine.
My shoulders are tired.
They're tired, yeah. Okay, next thing we're going to do is a warrior one pose. You can do this by yourself or with a partner. We can be warrior friends if you have a partner. So if you do have a partner, face your partner. If you don't, that's okay. You're just on your mat. You're going to take your right leg forward, okay? So even if you have a partner or you're by yourself, you have your right leg forward. Step back a little bit so that your ankle, if you're with a partner, you want your ankles like right next to each other. And then we widen and we step that back foot back as far as we can, but stay facing your partner or facing the side with us. Okay, bend your knees so that it's right over your ankle. So our knees should be about touching if we're about the same size. And it doesn't matter if your partner's your size or not. Hips are towards me. Yeah, so you might have to adjust the back leg so that it's not in line with your other foot. It's stepped a little further up to the side. And if you have a partner, you can put your palms together. If not, then you just reach your arms up in the air like this in your warrior pose. Bend your front knee. Awesome. We're just holding our warrior one pose and we're feeling it in our legs. Okay, we're going to do the other side. We never want to fall out of a pose in yoga. It's all about control and balance. So we don't want to be silly and ever fall to the floor. That shouldn't happen. Okay, whether you have a partner or not, your left leg is coming forward and you're trying your warrior one. If you have a partner, remember your ankles and knees should be close to each other in front. And your hips are facing each other. And you bend that front knee and find your balance. And then your palms are together, up in the air. No, they're not clasped. Your palms are together. And you're smiling because you love it. You're either in warrior one or warrior friends.
Warrior one or warrior two? Wait, what is warrior? It's opposite.
We would be facing the side. All right, come on out of that. Okay. So Maggie just said, well, what's warrior two? Because this was warrior one. Okay, we're going to do it separate though. And we're going to face the same direction. So face this way with me. How about I'll be in front so you can see? Okay. So, we're going to step that leg back, but instead of keeping facing the side, we're going to open up to this side. So yes, adjust so that you're going to be facing us or your, whatever your device is. And this knee's bent. But instead of the knee being like in front of me, it's to the side of me. So So it's very slightly different, but it's a totally different pose. Warrior 2. Arms out to the side, Maggie. Come on, join us. And then we can look over to our hand over here, but don't turn your body. Just turn your head. And then we move into Warrior 2. The other side, all we do, bend this knee. You have to adjust your feet a little bit. Bend this knee. Maggie's hidden right behind me. Remember, hips and shoulders are facing this way, not this way. This is Warrior 1. This is Warrior 2. Reach those arms out. Maggie's back there, I think. She's my shadow. Perfect shadow. Look over to your fingertips, but don't turn your body, just your head. So a little bit of a refresher course. Difference between Warrior 1 and Warrior 2. All right, are we ready for some balance? I am. Tree. Tree pose. Looks kind of like this. But if you're with a partner, you can help each other out. If you're with a partner, you're going to use your outer leg. If you're not, just pick a leg and we will do both sides, so don't worry about it. So with a partner, we're just going to hold hands. And our outer knee is going to go to the outside. She wants to hug while we do this. I'm not sure. I suppose you can change your hand position. We're putting them around each other and trying that out. So you kind of support each other, but you really are depending on each other if you have a partner here trying to do your tree pose. Can you put your other arm out to the side? If one of us is depending on the other too much, it's going to pull the other one over. So I don't want you to fall out of the pose. You can always put this other foot back on the floor. If you're by yourself, then you just simply have both arms out to the side like this. Or maybe you're holding hands with your partner. You're still on the same side. Okay, so we're going to try the other side. If you have a partner, you switch sides because we want the outer knee to go out to the side. So we're doing the other side. Get yourself set and ready. However, you're going to try your tree pose. Hey. Okay. If you're with somebody else, you work together and don't pull the other person over. Maggie.
You pull me.
It's fun. Trying to stay still in our tree pose, whether you're together or by yourself. And breathe. Breathe through your nose. That's so fun. Okay, we have another balance pose, but we'll save it. For right now, I'm going to check your memory on some poses and see what you know. So come on down to the floor to easy pose. I'm simply going to call one out and check your memory. See if you know it. See if you can get into that pose. If not, after a few seconds, we'll show you what it is and you can get into the pose with us. But just kind of fun to check and see if you know these poses, if you can do them on your own, if you know what their names are. So here we go. Oh, we still have to do this one. All right, I'm gonna use my cards just to help me get a variety.
Let me just pick it.
Nope.
Take one and then.
Okay. Maggie's gonna call it out. What is it? What should we get into? Say it loud. Say it loud.
Baby pose.
Everybody at home, you're getting a baby pose. We don't do this very often, but yeah, there it is. It's a lazy pose. We're simply laying on our side comfortably with our knees bent out on the floor like we're gonna take a nap, like babies do. Okay, so back to easy pose. Well, we started easy, didn't we? Okay, we'll give you some time for this next one to think about and see if you know it. No.
What is that?
Come on, quick. Okay, call it out.
Bow.
Bow. We're not going to show you right away. Think about it for a moment. Bow. Think of a bow and arrow. That kind of bow. Maggie's showing you. So if you didn't think of it right away, that's okay. Follow Maggie. You hold the back of your feet and you're pulling on them as you lift your head and chest.
Like Superman.
It's like Superman, you're using the same muscles. It's maybe even a little tougher. So as I push my feet behind me, it's going to lift my upper body off of the mat. So there's bow. Okay, after bow, do child's pose or rabbit with us. Okay, so go right into that. Child's pose or rabbit to stretch your back. All right, come back to easy pose. Continuing on. Let's see if you know. Knot. K-N-O-T, knot. The kind that you tie your shoelace in a knot. What are we going to tie in a knot? Let's give them a hint. Our arms. We're going to tie our arms in a knot. Not really. Okay, Maggie, show them. Show them knot. Yeah, you simply cross them and lay on your belly. Knot.
This one's kind of better if you switch.
And Maggie says we should switch after a moment. So go ahead and switch the arm position so that our shoulders evenly get kind of stretched out here. All right, returning to easy pose. Do a couple more. We've done this one today, so you should know it. What is it, Maggie?
Monkey.
Monkey. Go ahead. Go into monkey. Maggie give you a hint because you're going to be standing. Okay. We'll join you in monkey. That's where we have our nice flat back. It's part of our sun salutations when we fold and then we come up to monkey to have that flat back. There's monkey. I'm not sure why this one's called monkey, but I guess monkeys are kind of in this position, crawling around with their arms and feet, but I would think monkey would have your arms on the ground. In yoga, this is our monkey pose. All right.
This is fun.
There is a frog position, actually. There you go.
Aha.
Aha. What is it?
Camel.
Camel. So another animal pose. Camel. Go ahead. See if you remember what position that is. We're on our knees. We're either having fists in our lower back and we arch, or if you're feeling flexible, you can arch back further and place your hands on your heels. There's camel. Why is this one called camel? I don't know. I don't make up the names. But the names help us to remember the poses and get into them again. So let's do one more. And then we'll finish with a couple options for partner poses. Come on, Maggie. Collar pose. What is it?
Easy.
We've done that before.
Oh, we're in it.
Yeah, we're in easy pose, so we don't need to do that.
Down dog.
Down dog. I hope everybody knows this one by now.
Down dog.
Down dog.
I could
Go ahead, down dog.
one three-legged down dog.
Okay, Maggie wants to make it a little trickier than that, and she says three-legged dog. So while we're in down dog, go ahead and pick a leg and lift it up to the ceiling. There's our three-legged dog. And set it down and switch. Oh, we lost our other leg. It's gonna go up in the air. Three-legged dog. All right, so we're gonna do owl next. Owl, you start an easy pose. If you have, go over there. If you have a partner, then face your partner.
That's not. No, back to back.
Oh,
That's why I was thinking.
oh, I see. thinking of a different one. Okay, owl. If you have a partner, be back to back with your partner. If you don't, you're simply placing your right arm on your left knee and then your left arm on your partner's knee. So you're looking over your back shoulder and you're back to back and you're staying very tall. Kind of looking over your shoulder to your partner if you have one. If not, you're just looking back. Owl can be done by yourself. Either way, I want you to switch and put your left hand across on your right knee. And then your right hand goes on your partner's. We're not mirroring, we're just doing it correctly. Stay tall in owl. And you're twisting through the spine. So imagine your backbone, your vertebrae twisting and turning in this position. Twisting, I want you to now reach for the floor in front of you. Stay exactly where you're at, Maggie. You're fine. You have crossed legs still, and you're just leaning forward. Now I want you to go into staff.
Oh, staff. Yeah.
With our legs straight. Doesn't matter which way you face. Legs are straightened together. And I want you to forward fold. Get a good back stretch, stretching your hamstrings, the backs of your legs. Take a couple breaths on your exhale. Think about sinking down towards your knees a little more. Maybe reaching a little further, closer to your feet. Take another breath. Don't force it. You want to be gentle as you continue to fold. If it hurts, your calves and your hamstrings, they really need to be stretched. So don't force it, but kind of lean over your legs and allow them to stretch. That's good for them. They get nice and strong, which we want, but we also want them to be flexible, so we have to stretch. So we're stretching the backs of our legs, so let's finish on the floor at least, by stretching the fronts of our legs. So lay down, flat on your belly, kind of like bow, but this is just a stretch instead. Just grab one leg, the same arm and leg. Your other head can lay down on your hand. Your other, I said that weird. Lay your head on your hand, not your other head. I don't have another head. Okay, switch your other hand now. And other leg. So you're not pulling on your leg, your knee to come up. You're simply
Just holding.
gentle hold and your knee stays on the ground.
Like.
So it is stretching to the top of your leg, the front of your thigh. All right. We're going to go back into child's pose, and then we're going to finish with one balance pose, which is dancer. It can be done by yourself or with a partner. So come on up. If you have a partner, face your partner. So this is very similar to what we were doing on the floor. And in this dancer, if you have a partner, it's going to be the same leg, like
It, no, like.
Yep. So, okay, Maggie. Like this. Yes. If you don't have a partner, just pick a leg to start with and you're standing. This is exactly how we were laying on the floor just a moment ago. If you're by yourself, I'm going to show them. If you're by yourself, you can lean forward or stay up. If you're with a partner, you're not going to lean forward into each other. You're just going to stay tall. Try to keep your knees close to each other if you're standing tall. Knees touching even. There you go. Okay, we're going to switch. Either way. If you're with a partner or not, you still want to switch your legs, find your balance. We're doing this leg now. Keep your knees close to each other, unless you're leaning forward. Yeah. All right. Great class. We experimented with a lot of things today and had fun. Thanks for joining us.